Hello everyone, just real quick before this video starts, I just want to make it clear that I'm not just making this video to say Rockstar money-grubbing whores, Rockstar is bad, fuck Rockstar. Although it may seem like that at the beginning, I'm actually giving genuine, feedback to them to tell them that me personally as a player, these are the updates that I thought were really good and actually provided substance and content, and these are the updates that are just ass. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. So I put a poll up on Twitter about this, and within the first not even 5 minutes, you guys already had it at a 50-50 split. But in the end, though, only one, or should I say 3 choices stood tall. Out of all the options, you guys actually made it a 3-way split. So, you guys did make this easy for me to deal with. But anyway, Rockstar Games. The company that has made games such as Grand Theft Auto, The Red Deads, LA Noire, and that game that it's banned in like all countries except 2. They didn't always be the greedy, money-grubbing scumbags that feed off your income. But Ben, they made great games such as Bully, which, not the sequel because it got cancelled, what the fuck, Max Payne, and Midnight Club. They also made GTA 5, the game that admittedly occupies a lot of videos on my channel to this day. Well, GTA 5, in my opinion, is only really good for the driving, the RP, mostly on PC, but console vanilla RP is okay. Shooting people in the online VAI missions every now and again, which are still shit, to be honest. And spanning off of the driving, the racing, because if the driving's good, the racing can sometimes be even better, even though some of the racing maps aren't that great. Story mode of GTA 5 is a pretty good game, to be honest, but after you do everything in it, it isn't really useful anymore. There isn't any other missions, or side missions, or really anything left to do. So, that just leaves GTA Online. The most rage-inducing multiplayer mode in any game ever. The online is filled with nothing but toxic bullshittery that is so rage-inducing that I want to die. Now, microtransactions, or shall I say macrotransactions, are something that I don't want to dwell on for too long, but I think I still need to talk about that one very terrible sin that Rockstar has committed. Now, we all know that Rockstar had come up with shark cards, which are really the spawns of Satan's spawn, but they committed a crime. This crime, this atrocity, is that they didn't release a single-player DLC expansion for the game because the online updates made so much shark card money that they said, fuck it! Speaking of updates, now on to the main focal point of this video. Overpricing! I'm going to run down a list of all the GTA updates, not in depth, just what I remember from them and what I think it actually added that was worthwhile, and determine where they went wrong and which updates killed GTA Online. So there were a lot of like first updates and like patch notes and shit, but basically there was the base game. The base game released broken as shit. The introductory race didn't even work. Now, there were another couple patch notes in here, but basically all of the little updates that fixed the game basically turned into the Fix Everything update, which essentially fixed everything. It made the base game playable. So the introductory race worked, everybody could connect to the servers, everything was hunky-dory. 3. Be My Valentine update. I think they added underwear, okay, whatever. Festive Surprise in 2013 added the first instance of the amazing snow map that we'll never see again. And it also added Christmas-themed outfits that were around for like 3 days that honestly nobody really gave a shit about. Valentine's Day Massacre update added the Roosevelt. which was way too expensive, so I didn't own it, so get used to hearing that. And the Tommy gun, which was actually a pretty cool gun. There was the Last Team Standing update. This was probably the beginning of the end, basically. Because once this update came out, I saw Last Team Standings everywhere. It was not pretty. And it added the Last Team Standing missions. The Independence update added the monster truck and musket. Okay. Lowriders Before Lowriders update added a few cars. Cool. Beach Bum update, which was what I consider the Diamond in the Rough update. Because it added the SNS pistol, which is fun as hell to use. It added the Surf Van, which was like the first thing that they added into the game that actually had personality to it. And the BF Bifta, which I was surprised wasn't even in the game from the first place, because it was from San Andreas, which is one of the best GTAs ever, and they didn't have it in there. But everything else that they added in the update was pretty much relevant. Free Mode Events update was the full death of GTA-O. It basically just, unleashed the toxicity upon the community of everyone constantly killing each other. There was some of that before, but this is what really kicked it off, as everybody kills everything. Then it added the San Andreas Flight School update, and it added that one green flight suit that I allowed for some very terrible Metal Gear Solid 3 cosplay that I did at one point, and some planes or some shit. Cunning Stunts came out, the start of the first short-lived revival of the game for me. It added cool and amazing races that actually made me want to play some online for a couple hours. And this update actually made the game fun. But once I ran out of races to play, I just kind of dropped off of online again. Then the High Life update. Hey, you know all that money you made from having fun? Here's some overpriced shit to spend it on. Business update. Another death with some overpriced stuff you had to grind for or buy shark cards for. Bleed the community dry. Festive Surprise 2014. More Christmas? No snow map? Sure, whatever. Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1. Buy our shark cards! We know you don't want to / can't grind for this overpriced bull. Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2. I see you haven't bought any shark cards, so buy them. Give us money. Cunning Stunts Special Vehicle Circuit. See this cool rocket car? Sell your soul to Satan, buy shark cards. Executives and Other Criminals update. Here's a yacht. Shark cards and yada yada. Further adventures in finance and felony. Added a couple of armored cars. Did the title for the update really need to be this long? I'm Not a Hipster update. Not much going on here. Just the vintage pistol, which was cool for like 2 hours. The fucking Bikers update. The second short-lived revival and the justifiably priced version of the update with the absurdly long title. And it actually held my attention for more than a week, that update. There was a bunch of stuff that I could do that wasn't overpriced. The Heists update. The one everyone had been waiting for in 2013 finally comes out in 2015. And it turns out it underpays you and is complete bull. And I spent a little bit of my biker profit here, doing the first heist. Lowriders update. Added Benny and the return of the overpriced shit. Spent the rest of my Bikers update profits here. The import and export update was the final death of GTA Online. The final straw. The final update that made everyone say, or at least me, say, fuck this game. They're not gonna release another update that was fun. Everything's gonna be overpriced. I'm gonna want to buy one Lamborghini for like $70 million. Fuck this game. Then finally there were the last 3 updates. I don't remember their names and I don't care. I just know that there were 3 of them, and I really didn't really care at all of the game at this point. So after all of that, GTA-O had died. the end. Or is it? Well, it is certainly the death and the end of GTA, but what about Rockstar as a whole? Well, I'd given up on them completely until I received news that... Oh, shit! LA Noire is making a comeback for the PS4, boy! So that was and is exciting. LA Noire is the game that first got me into the whole police fascination thing, air quotes, in the first place, and is what spawned me to watch content creators such as Barria, Bugs, and Jeff Favagano. So to hear that it's making a comeback to PS4 restores a bit of faith in Rockstar Games. Not only that, but the game's release price is only $40 instead of $60. Guys, best bet you're getting a Let's Play of that shit when it comes out. So there's only one thing left to talk about. You all knew it was coming. Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm excited for Red Dead Redemption 2 so much. I'm purposely not reading or exposing myself to anything before the game releases so that I can get the best experience possible. Last time I can remember I did this with a game was Metal Gear Solid 5, and it was an MGS game! A series that I'm notorious for knowing a sizable amount of lore with Big Boss and have loved since I first played Snake Eater. I mean, hell, I even practiced playing the original Snake Eater before the 3D camera. The point I'm trying to make is that I have high hopes for this game and I hope it does well. That being said, it has to have a multiplayer mode. It is being made by Rockstar. So I hope that it isn't just hit with a bunch of horse cards, quote unquote, or whatever the next version of shark cards are, even though I know that there will be macrotransactions. But hey, that's just a theory, a game. Actually, I'm sorry, Matt Pat. Please don't flag or sue me. End.